Guys, it's me, Lil Ninja, back with another video, and today we're doing What If Naruto Went Back in Time, and this is the story of a Naruto whose universe that his comrades had died and had basically left him their power so that he can stop this from happening in the first place after getting said more power from Hagoromo Otsutsuki. So, yes. After this, Naruto is basically the most powerful shinobi in existence and decides to go back in time to stop everything from ever happening. And I hope you like this version of a What If Naruto Went Back in Time, because I am going to be pulling everything from out of my head to make this come together. So without further ado, let's get into the great video that is this video. It's Little Ninja time. Of course, we start off with Naruto fighting Kaguya Otsutsuki. But of course, then all of his friends had passed away, with Sasuke giving Naruto his Rinne Sharingan with all the power of the Susanoo, with Kurama having to go to sleep after wasting too much of his chakra fighting with Naruto. Kaguya had been more powerful in this timeline and mopped the floor with Team 7. The only one that was even alive on Earth anymore besides Kaguya was Naruto. But Naruto had a plan. Since now he had both the moon and sun seals, he was going to summon Hagoromo, which Hagoromo would have already summoned himself to Naruto at that point in time. Naruto would ask Hagoromo and him to become one, basically giving Naruto almost infinite amount of chakra, with his body basically getting maxed out. Of course, with this new power, he's ready to fight Kaguya, activating his true bloodline form. This true bloodline form is a mixture of all the bloodlines and seals and sage modes, mixed with Nine Tails, the Rinne Sharingan, and Hagoromo's power. With this, even with this power, it was still hard sealing Kaguya away forever, especially Black Zetsu. After that, Naruto would use the rest of his power to seal his memories into a younger version of himself, and giving that younger version all of his power. With that night before, after Naruto basically passed, his older self's memories would have gone into his old body. Naruto would then wake up, feeling his body, thinking that the jutsu worked. He passed his memories on to his younger self, meaning that he also has all the abilities that he had, and then he activates the Rinnegan. And since Nine Tails, full Nine Tails was also inside of Naruto, that would also get passed on to this. So this is basically full Nine Tails. And the one that the Naruto that basically had to defeat Kaguya is basically max Naruto, basically at when he was 16. So yeah, he would have started searching his body, looking for Hagoromo's chakra, and would have combined it with his own chakra, giving him a larger chakra. Of course, with this power-up, Nine Tails, combining with his future self, would also gain a lot more chakra, making Nine Tails basically still stronger than Naruto, but they still just work together. Of course, Naruto would have saw the orange that he had on, and would saw that he's a little bit bigger than what he was supposed to be at this point, guessing with the big amount of chakra that he had in the new Nine Tails, his body must have had to react to all that power. Realizing that he's about the same height as his Naruto Shippuden self, he would then go out to get more clothes before basically getting his new team. At this point, Naruto would have toned the orange down a lot, only seeing basically a little bits of highlights of orange inside of his suit. With that, he would arrive inside of his academy, and everyone would think that this is just Jonin that's about to be taking one of the students. Naruto would then say it's him. Actually, let's change his height. Never mind. That's not gonna happen. I'll change it. I don't know. It just seems like too much. Maybe even with all that chakra, he already had a massive chakra pool. So I mean, his body would react to it, but it was probably small. I say he's about the same height as Sasuke, a little bit taller than Sasuke. So yeah. Naruto would then sit down where he usually is, but still everyone is surprised because he's wearing something that's like very toned down to what his usual orange and that is. Then he would realize his old body still has the seal on it, meaning that he can't talk to the Nine Tails. He'll have to find a way to bypass that seal, but he won't focus on that for now. Naruto would then begin to scout out, and he would see that everyone is just looking at him. And then Shikamaru would come over asking how did he pass. Naruto would say he did a little bit of secret passing, something that only he knows, and it's kind of a secret. Trying to make sure that Shikamaru knows as less as he can, with Shikamaru not asking the big questions like how Naruto just seems different overall. It's just something different about Naruto that he doesn't know. Even though he basically looks the same, it's just different personality somehow. Of course, as soon as Sasuke would walk in, Naruto would basically look at Sasuke and then just look the other way. Sakura and Ino would basically be doing what they do best, trying to be with Sasuke, basically, yeah. Naruto would chop both of them on the neck and then sit them down, then wake them up, and then they would realize that Naruto is insanely faster. Everyone in the class would realize how fast Naruto had to move to do that. It was only people like Shikamaru, Choji, Ino, basically main characters, noticed that he even did that. And of course, nobody else would basically know that he just did that. Naruto would basically smile at Iruka announcing the teams. Team 7, of course, Sasuke, Sakura, and Naruto. And then all the other teams, Ino, Shikacho, Kaiba, Shino, and Hinata. And basically, yeah, those are the 3 teams that we know because they really didn't show any of the other teams. Because even though they were the other teams, and they did have a bigger class, there weren't only 9 of them. I'm pretty sure there wasn't only 9 of them. But, yeah, that's how that went. So, Naruto, all the other teams would have then basically gotten their senseis, and Naruto and his team would basically still be waiting. Naruto would then make a couple of hand signs and then place a seal on the door to where if someone opens the door, they get shocked with electricity. So, yeah. Sakura and Sasuke are trying to figure out what did he just do. Naruto would then try to talk to Sasuke and Sakura. Sasuke really not really wanting to talk to Naruto. Well, Sakura just tells Naruto to shove off. Naruto would really try to pry Sakura and trying to be as annoying as he possibly can. And eventually Sakura would just scream and and then get punched. Then Naruto get punched in the almost gets punched in the face, and then Naruto catches the punch. So yeah, Naruto just says that's it, and Naruto would think it's probably super strong now, especially with all the chakra and training that he went through. That's now just been passed on to this body, but he'll have to get used to it. Naruto would then sit down, thinking of a plan to save everyone that died inside of this world. But since he has a couple of years, he would put it into the back of his mind. Naruto would then pressure Sakura again, and Sakura would just cave in and start talking to Naruto. This would surprise Sasuke, but then getting back to himself as Kakashi would open the door, but get shocked in the process. Basically coughing up smoke after being shocked, he would have said his first impression on them is that they are annoying. Naruto would glare at Kakashi, and Kakashi would just jokingly say, well, that's what he has to say. It's not like I can say it any other way. Naruto would say, just meet us up on the roof. Naruto jumping out of the window, and then everyone looking out, and then he's just walking up the side of the wall. Kakashi would basically everyone would go up to the roof. When it comes to everything goes to canon, but when it comes to Naruto's turn, he says, I really didn't want to have to tell you guys this yet, but I feel like it's the only way to explain how strong I am. I have to give y'all memories. Naruto would then explain half of the things that have happened, basically almost everything inside the timeline. Kakashi would be Sasuke, Sakura, and Kakashi would begin to pressure him, saying there's no way that's possible. Naruto would show them the Rasengan, his KCM 1, 2, and eventually the Hokage would come over, and he would have to explain it to the Hokage as well. With Naruto only wanting them, the four of them, knowing about the secret, because he thinks that this team is the only team that he knows that can actually defeat everything that's going to happen. Naruto says that we have to get our teamwork up first. Basically, Naruto stealing the spotlight from Kakashi, and then he would turn towards Sasuke, saying that Sasuke needs to unlock his Sharingan. And then he would proceed to show off. Naruto would proceed to show off his Sharingan, and Sasuke would just get mad, and then Naruto would place him in a 2-second genjutsu. That would actually be 2 years of the same thing that Itachi did to everyone, unlocking his 3 Tomoe Sharingan. Sakura needs to go train with Tsunade, and we need to get our teamwork up. Kakashi, you also need to train with your Mangekyo Sharingan. Placing this on all of them, everyone would just not know how to process this. Naruto would then say, this world has ended, and I was the only one that survived. I don't want that happening again. Also, don't tell anyone else, because they'll probably freak out the same way that you guys freaked out. Also, and if we there's a couple of things that actually need to happen. And he would explain the things that need to happen. The things that need to happen is Sasuke needs to work with Orochimaru, because that really helped him get stronger. Sakura needs to stop being a fangirl, because if she stopped being a fangirl, she would be a lot stronger. Kakashi needs to get Sage Mode, which it's Dog Sage Mode, not Toad Sage Mode. Naruto found out there was a Sage Mode for foxes, and that's where he will train to get even stronger. But if we're gonna make everyone survive, there needs to be multiple overpowered people. That's what basically Naruto says. So they don't do the bell test because Naruto tells them about that, and they immediately start doing D ranks. Until Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura at this point get tired of them, and with Naruto telling everyone to train like heck, Kakashi actually can use his Mangekyo for a while now, making him a lot stronger. Also, Sasuke has unlocked his Mangekyo, but cannot use it he can only use it for about 5 minutes before passing out after chakra absorption. Sakura got her monstrous strength, but she still hasn't trained with Tsunade, which Naruto knows that's gonna happen pretty soon after they do this mission. Naruto nodding at the third Hokage, telling him that this is around about the time that they got the C rank mission, which Tazuna would then walk in, and basically everything that happened then, except for the part where Naruto was chastised for being short, happened. Naruto would begin to basically... With that, everyone would have packed to gone to the land of waves. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, or else I would be wrong. Naruto would actually pack some things so that everyone could train, and he would also take the forbidden scroll of sealing, so that way he can learn the Hiraishin. Not only that, he would also get some jutsu for Sasuke and Sakura and Kakashi. Even though Kakashi has copied many jutsus, he still wants to get some for Kakashi. Yeah, Kakashi, you're a little bit OP right now, but not more powerful than Naruto, so yeah. Naruto would then notice the puddle, thinking, yeah, that's definitely where they were hiding. Then he would start frantically stabbing the puddle, and just the puddle would turn into smoke, and basically Naruto would take the bodies back to the Hokage, and then would keep going on with the mission. Tazuna would then get questioned, just like in canon, and of course Tazuna spilling the beans about this would actually be about a B rank or even an A rank. So yeah. Naruto would say they can keep going on because this is gonna be fairly easy, especially with Kakashi. Winking at Kakashi, with Naruto knowing that he's the most powerful one here. Of course, everything up to except for meeting Zabuza would go to canon, and basically this one, Naruto would have caught Zabuza's sword and stabbed Zabuza with it. Naruto not wanting to deal with it, he just stabbed Zabuza straight in half, knowing that Zabuza was going to die anyway. Naruto would then sense grab Haku, and then ask him why he was hiding in the branches. Because at the time, Naruto didn't even know Haku was hiding in the branches. He was just asking. Haku would then tell Naruto that he is a partner of Zabuza, and Haku would then see the body of Zabuza and basically trap Sasuke. Naruto would tap into KCM1 and destroy the ice mirrors, and then neck chop Haku, take Haku to the Hokage for interrogation, and basically guard Tazuna for the rest of the basically thing. So that means Tazuna's grandson didn't get his attention, meaning that Naruto didn't really do any significance until the final time where Gato appears with his men, and Naruto summons a bunch of shadow clones, with Sasuke actually popping out a sword that he was keeping hidden, and Sakura grabbing her gauntlets. I don't think I mentioned this, they got weapons. Naruto and his team start to absolutely destroy Gado's men and then interrogate Gado, asking why he was doing this, and then Gado explains everything that he was doing, trying to keep the money away from the Wave country and tax them so much that he would have all the money. This would just make Naruto mad, and he would start beating on Gado. And then Kakashi stops him because Naruto is basically a loose cannon at this point, basically being the strongest. Of course, basically, right now, everyone where they stand, Kakashi is basically, well, he's absolutely about Kage level right now. Naruto is basically he can take on multiple Kages at this level that he is right now. Sasuke is about high Jonin, while Sasuke is about low Jonin, while Sakura is about high Chunin. They all are way, 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 way stronger than their canon counterparts, and this is where I will be leaving it off for now, and I hope you liked the video. Hope that this, you'll be able to watch some other videos like this, and that is where I leave you to whatever you do, because this video is now over. Ninja says bye.